Hey y'all, I'm Krystal. Welcome back to My Texas Garden. Today we're going to be talking about a new fertilizer that I'm trying out on my plants. Now if you're new around here, welcome. And if you're all about gardening naturally, well go ahead and hit that subscribe button and don't forget to smash the bell icon so you're notified every time I post a new video. Before we start this video, I want to make it perfectly clear that this video is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. This video will be a review video for the fertilizer. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do the full review in today's video. So, this video will be a series of review videos for this fertilizer. And like my other review videos, I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion, for better or for worse. And now that I got that out of the way, let's talk about this fertilizer and why I'm actually excited to try it. Recently, I was sent this bottle and this bottle by Agrothrive. So why am I excited to try this product? One, it's a natural product. This is not a chemical fertilizer. Two, it's a recycled or a repurposed product. Now, Agrothrive is a small family-owned business located in California. They've been around since 2006, primarily serving the large organic farm. However, now they're making their product available to us home gardeners. So basically, on a weekly basis, Agrothrive gets a shipment of fish waste from the San Francisco Bay Area fish processing plants. Now, these plants process fish for restaurants and grocery stores alike. So every time they take a delivery, they're actually keeping fish waste from landfills. And when I asked them how much waste per year that keeps out of our landfills, it is something like 2.5 million pounds of fish waste not going into our landfills. That's a lot of fish byproduct. And honestly, that was one of the aspects that really excited me about this product. They're literally taking trash and turning it into garden treasure. So they bring the fish waste in and then combine it with corn steep liquor. Then it goes through a digestion process, which is their proprietary process. So about a month of going through this process, it comes out as a pre-digested fertilizer. Now, I spent some time chatting with the folks over at Agrothrive, and when they were explaining this process to me, I got really excited, and I'll tell you why. I mean, it just like clicked in my head. I thought of sourdough bread. I know. It's like a stretch, but follow me here. So if you've ever made sourdough bread, you start with a starter. Your starter is actually fermented. You ferment it for several weeks before you can actually use it. You take your starter, you add it to your water, your flour, your sugar, your salt, your oil, whatever you're gonna put into your bread, you mix it up and then you let it sit and rise. So as it's sitting there in its very slow rising process, the yeast is actually then munching on the flour and the sugar, and they're multiplying, and they're making that bread or dough at that point rise and rise and rise. And the yeast are actually pre-digesting all that flour and gluten that's present in the dough, which makes sourdough bread actually healthier for us than regular yeast, the self-rising, fast-rising yeast. And I honestly thought that if sourdough bread, which is pre-digested, is better for us and our health, then a pre-digested fertilizer would be better for my plant. It clicked and made sense. Now, the microbes that are actually present in the fertilizer actually then work with the microbes that are in your soil to actually help your plants absorb those nutrients that are in the soil much better, more efficiently, and faster. There are lots of times that our plants actually have nutrient deficiencies because they have a hard time pulling the nutrients from the soil. For example, if you've grown tomatoes, and many of us have, you've probably dealt with blossom end rot. Most of us have, and we know that blossom end rot is from a calcium deficiency. Now, you may have added calcium. Maybe you've added eggshells, maybe you've added Tums, maybe you've added oyster shells. The sky's the limit on ways to get calcium into the soil. But many times, the issue lies with the plant being able to absorb that calcium from the soil. And if the calcium is present in the soil, but the plants can't seem to break it down and pull it up into their root system and then into themselves, then that's when you run into the calcium deficiency. So since this fertilizer is pre-digested, it actually works with the microbes in the soil to help that plant absorb those nutrients, like calcium, much easier. So on paper, this actually looks pretty promising, and I'm actually pretty excited. I've already started using it on my potted plants and on my seedlings out in the garden. Now, like I said, this is a byproduct of the fishing industry. And like any byproduct of the fishing industry, it does have a little odor to it. But it's not one that's gonna knock you off your feet, trust me. Now, I am planning on doing a side-by-side comparison against some commercial, non-natural products along with a natural product. So stand by for that. We're gonna put this product to the test and see what I think over the course of the next few weeks. Now, if you're interested in trying this product for yourself, I'll drop a link to Agrothrive's website where you can order your own. I believe they have a sample that you can order and test it out for yourself and let me know what you think. To see more great gardening videos just like this one, go ahead and click right here and I'll meet y'all over there.